Yes, guys, officially back from the game. Of course, it finished Wycombe Wanderers 3, Burton Albion 0. Yeah, so going over the game. First half, the word to describe that, frustrating. We had our chances, didn't take them, and we were punished by a worldie of a goal. And even after that worldie of a goal, we then had our chances again. I mean, Boyd Munt's cracking goal, cracking finish, fair play. It could be closed down a lot better in my personal opinion, but not taking nothing away from the strike. Great strike, and Brad Collins ain't going to stop that. So 1-0 to them in the first half. And like I say, if we took our chances, could have scored 2 or 3 in that first half. So, really good ones as well. I think Cannon was a clear one. Beasley, another clear one. So, yeah, and I think there might have been another one somewhere else. So, I'll be honest, in that first half, too much instead of getting into the box, too much tiki-taka football. Like, just get it into the box at the end of the day. In certain situations, yeah, we played quite well in the first half, but we got punished. And, if you don't take your chances, you get punished, and it's exactly what happened. 1-0 into the break. Obviously, in terms of thoughts half-time, very frustrating. But I thought, we could get back into the game. And obviously, first 5 minutes of the second half started off well, and it just went to absolute shit. Let's just be real. It really did. I mean, I don't really like calling out players, but Bradley Collins, man, come on, brother. Like, the mistakes against Lincoln and Bolton, I even said to myself, I think in potentially even the videos, if you did another one, which, to be honest, this is even worse than those two. I mean, so poor. I mean, I really do like you, Brad, and everything, but that is just so poor, man. I can't lie. And I mean, obviously, Doak's doing the natural thing, like consoling him and everything. I totally understand it. But at the same time, there's got to be frustration there, I mean, from us as the fans today, we're quite peed off, to be honest. That is just crazy how that's even got in for them to make it 2-0. I just don't understand it. I really don't. But yeah, I've got nothing against Brad. I love him, and he's supposed to be after games and stuff. I appreciate it big time, but come on, man, it's got to be called out, man. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough at the end of the day. It's really not. And to be honest, now I can't lie. I mean, like I say, after Lincoln Bolton, I was thinking one more blunder like that. I mean, and like I say, this is even worse. I mean, surely Dudek's got to be considered now. To be honest, and like I say, nothing against Brad, love him and everything. He's a great guy, but we can't that in those games that's cost us points, and the league, as you can see it tonight, is very tight. Rotherham winning, Wigan winning, and some results kind of did go our way. But it's so tight down there, and Exeter is massive on Tuesday. But yeah, that second goal is so avoidable, and I hate to say it, but Brad Collins has cost us potentially getting a point in that game. Like I say, I've got nothing against him whatsoever. I think he's done some really good saves this season. He's had some very good moments, and overall he's been good. But the blunders, man, they're so easily avoidable, in my personal opinion. I mean, I've got to be real. I've even had Coventry fans say it to me that the blunders happen for them. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But personally, I think Dudek has got to at least be considered now to start, in my opinion. But we'll see. I mean, that is my opinion, Everyone has opinions in football, and that's just mine. I don't know, man. But yeah. And then, we're trying, obviously, to score a goal out the other end, and we lose the ball. George Evans, you know what? I've obviously scrutinised him a little bit this season, and, I actually thought he had a decent game. Other than, obviously, for their third where he loses the ball and they boot it forward. But even though he loses the ball, the defending's got to be better. I mean, Van Kooten as well. Honestly, I've just got to be real. He was shocking today. Honestly, again, a lot of the players, almost all the players, I like them, but when something's got to be called out, it's just got to be called out at the end of the day. It's poor, man. But I thought his game today was pretty poor. Chalk as well. I'm just being real. Probably his worst game in a long time. But at the same time, I don't really blame like someone like Keggs. He must be absolutely knackered at the moment. And then that comes back to selection. And I get it. I put him in my team lineup, but at the end of the day, come on, man. Like, if he's knackered, like in the press conference that Bowyer's done afterwards and said it, why is he putting him in then? What's Suleiman Koulibaly even done wrong to not start? I mean, he could have easily started in this game. I don't understand it, man. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, if he was genuinely that knackered, he could have come on in the second half, chalk. Instead, he just should have started Koulibaly, in my opinion. So it's one of them. Obviously, we still do have some injuries and that. And obviously, you know, Dylan Williams is a great player. I really rate him. He's been fantastic this season. I've got nothing bad to say about him at all. And like I say, what I am saying is just the facts of the reality. It doesn't mean I've got anything against the players I've called out or said anything. It's just, you know, it's just got to be said. So, yeah, you know, they go up the other end and they score the goal to make it 3. And that's obviously game match done. And, yeah, it's not great, is it? And, you know, after the third wedding, everyone more or less walked out. I didn't, and a fair few others didn't, but a lot of fans did. And I don't blame them. It's back to square one. Literally, we took steps forward and now it steps back. I said Burton Albion on the rise again. And there's a way of, the thing is, right, in this, there's a way of losing a football match and it's not like that. I mean, obviously, the blunder from Collins sets it all up really, big time. Even more. And I think we could have easily got a point if that never happened. But, yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know, man. It's just frustrating. It really is. I am pissed off, to be honest. I was thinking of either not saying anything about everything I've, said. But, you know, people pay their hard-earned money, travel down hours upon end, and, you know, first half, like I say, absolutely fair enough, you know. We just didn't score the chances, and it was very frustrating. But at times, there was times where, you know, just get it into the box. Don't piss around, so to speak, to put it bluntly. But, you know, I just call it how it is. When I see something, I'll say it. So, yeah, I'm not one that would just sugarcoat things and brush it off and be like, oh, no, you know, it weren't that great today, but we bounced back. You know, you got to go in depth with it at the end of the day. It's just one of them. And maybe it might be harsh what I'm saying, but that's just my opinion at the end of the day. Like I say, I've got nothing against any of the lads that we have. But, yeah, it just worked great in the second half. It really wasn't. Like I say, first half, you know, very frustrating, but it was acceptable in terms of we could have easily scored the chances just on another day. But that second half, we just capitulated. And it obviously, as again, repeating myself like a parrot, it all come from that Brad Collins blunder. And for me, Dudek has genuinely got to be considered. But yeah, it's one of them, man. I mean, we lose the game. We got Exeter on Tuesday, and that's a must-win. It really is, to be honest. I mean, I was going to say I must not lose, but I think it's a must-win considering the results today. I mean, I know some around us haven't, but it's so tight down there now. I mean, I thought Rotherham were dead and buried, but maybe not anymore with how close the points are. So yeah, we need to win at Exeter. It's as simple as that. And what I will say is, I'm just going to be bluntly honest. I don't give a shit because I've been honest in this whole entire reaction. Honestly, if we didn't have Tyrese Shade and Godwin Malife and Jake Beasley, I think we would genuinely be fucked. I really do. I mean, they cannot be sold in this summer window. I'm sorry. But especially Tyrese Shade, I don't even give a shit. I'm just going to say it. He's the best player at the football club. He really is. In my personal opinion, he really is. And to be honest, he could end up going on doing really good things. But for next season, he has to be here at the football club. He loves the fans. He loves the club. He has to be kept at this football club. It's as simple as that, man. And especially when he loves it here, you know, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, you sell him, he get a lot of money, potentially with Dokes as well, and Beasley. But, you know, I can understand Charlie Webster totally. You know, I can genuinely understand that one, but not those three. I mean, like I say, they're key assets, and obviously we'll get you some cash, but come on, man. Especially Tyrese Shade. He cannot be sold by us in summer. To find that ilk and class in a player like him, even today, you know, maybe not, he wasn't at his best, but he gives 100% effort every single game. He runs his ass off. Godwin Malife, maybe not his best game today, but you know what? That might be some people's opinions, but I thought he was all right, to be honest. And if we generally didn't have him, our backline would be fucked. I don't give a shit. I'll just say how it is. It genuinely would be. I mean, he's a proper captain, he really is. And I'm not just saying it. And Jake Beasley, obviously scoring all the goals again today, getting himself stuck in with like headers and winning the ball and playing it forward good at times, to be fair to him. And yeah, honestly, I think we would be screwed without them three. I really do. And to replace them all, it's going to be hard, like I say. And Dokes, you know, leader like he is, my personal opinion, he's a great captain. I genuinely think we'd be screwed without them three. And if it's so-called is that they could go in the summer, come on, man. Like, they've got to be replaced properly then, if that's the case. I mean, like I say, Tyrese Shade cannot be sold in the summer for me. That class, it's hard to find. We got lucky. We got really lucky when, obviously, we got rid of Burrell and brung him in. He's unbelievable. He's a fantastic player. I stand by it. I don't even give a shit that Tyrese Shade and Dokes are my favourite players at the football club, because they are. But at the end of the day, them two, as well as Beasley, are the best players at the club. Obviously, as well as Webster. I mean, there's an argument probably Webster is the best player at the club, but for me, it's Tyrese Shade. Who would I rather lose in the summer? Tyrese Shade or Charlie Webster? Charlie Webster over him, to be honest. Any day I'd rather lose. Tyrese Shade is unbelievable. He's fantastic. Like I say, I've said that word loads, but I'm just pissed off, to be honest. You know, not just myself, like I say, loads of fans go and travel, and to have that second half performance just capitulate. There's a way of losing a football match, you know. If we fought and, you know, the blunder didn't happen and the third goal didn't happen, and just the general play in the second half, you know, if you lose, I don't know, if you lose 2-1 or 3-1 or, you know, you lose 2-0, but it's a good fight second half, you come away from that game feeling all right. And yeah, the last previous games are good, but we're back to square one, man. We're back to square one. Like, I don't want to be a club that fights relegation upon season upon season upon season. This is what I'm saying about Dokes, Shade, and Beasley. Just these examples. Like I say, I think they're the main three as well as Webster. But I get Webster. Understand if he goes. But these three others cannot be sold. If you want to progress as a football club, you keep your main assets and you add to it at the end of the day. Or if you can't add to it, you at least keep them and do everything you can to keep them to try and progress as a football club. But it is what it is, man. I just genuinely think if we get rid of them three, as well as Webster in summer, and then not replaced properly, which I'm going to be honest, I don't think we could even find the same sort of class, to be honest. I might be surprised if, for example, they did go, but I hope they don't, because if they do, I think we're fucked. And if we don't go down this season, which I don't think we will, because of those four, obviously mainly Beasley, Shade and Dokes, obviously because Webster's been injured, and there is others like Lofthouse, but had a great season. I think he's up there as well. We lost him as well. We fucked it even more. But yeah, like I say, there is others, but they're the main ones. I could say I probably should have added Lofthouse to it as well, because he's been great. And Dylan Williams and players like that. And you know what, Chalk, yeah, he had a bad game today, but 9 times out of 10 he's always good. So yeah, I'm just pissed off, man. I can't lie. You know, all the travelling and everything, and you just get that in the second half. Like I say, not good enough. Simple as that. Like I say, Exeter must win. Maybe I'm being harsh going in and saying all the things I am, but to me, it's just what I've saw, and I can't help myself. I've tried to calm down. It's like around 10 p.m. I'm recording this, and I've travelled all the way back trying to calm down, but I just can't. I've got to get it out some way rather than another and just say how it is. So yeah. Poor result. What I thought we generally could win today. I really did. And that first half took our chances, would have proved to be probably. But, you know, they capsized Wycombe. Fair play to them, taking nothing away from them. They won't finish in the playoffs come the end of the season, and they won't be going up to the Championship. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, needs to bounce back, like I say, at Exeter. Hopefully we do. And yeah. So yeah, I don't really know what else more to say, guys, other than back to square one, in my personal opinion. Poor, like I say, fairly okay-ish first half, but very, very, very frustrating with everything I've explained. And yeah, second half, shambles. So yeah, until next one, guys, I'll catch you in a bit. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, up the fucking Brewers.